Hi everyone, welcome to the color combo challenge. I think I'm the only one doing it, at least on my channel, and with me, there are some other color combo groups and Facebook and whatnot. I'm not affiliated with that. So this month, the colors pre-selected for the month were Pumpkin Pie, which is an orange, Basic Gray, which is a dark gray, and Crushed Curry, which is a curry yellow. If you want to play along for next month, the end of the month, November 30th, would have been my father's birthday, we'll be using Balmy Blue, which is a pale sky blue. If you don't have Stampin' Up, these are Stampin' Up color names. If you don't have them, you can use a pale sky blue. Evening Evergreen, which is a dark green. And Cherry Cobbler, which is like a dark cherry red. Not quite wine color, but you know, like a black cherry kind of thing, almost. Here, I'll show you, because I'm not explaining it well. That color. So pale blue, dark green, evening evergreen, and cherry cobbler. I have no idea what I'm going to make for that next month. But this month's colors, like I said, are crushed curry, pumpkin pie, and basic gray. So I used the crushed curry, came in with the, what is this called? Rustic Harvest paper by Stampin' Up, which I think is current through the end of December. While supplies last, I'm sure. And this piece of paper, I used both sides. I used the crushed curry, and I also used this pattern. I'll show you how I did that in a minute. I used pumpkin pie cardstock, which is this color, and I used basic gray cardstock, and I'm just going to bring in the card and show you. And the stamp set that I used was Hello Harvest. I used the Hello, You Are Such a Blessing, the oak leaf, and the pumpkin. And I didn't use these swirlies, but I used some from the dies, which look like this. I used both this one and I think this one, and the pumpkin die and the leaf die times 2. Yeah. And I also used the not ovals, layering circles. I have the old set, so yeah. So here's the card. Basic gray, it's an A2 standard card. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So this is cut 5 1/4 by 4. This, I don't remember, I don't know what that is. I don't remember which size this is. I think the second largest scallop circle, and whatever the smaller one of the regular circles are. I cut the pattern paper. I used my light pumpkin pie on the oak leaves in here, but I didn't have crushed curry in the blend, so I actually used the crushed curry Stampin' Right just for the acorn shells. I also stamped these leaves. They're crushed curry cardstock, but I stamped them with pumpkin pie ink. And I stamped this pumpkin on pumpkin pie, which is this lighter, this color, with basic gray, but then I actually used light and dark pumpkin pie Stampin' Blends. I did bring in a little bit of Old Olive Dark, I think it was, for the stem, but then instead of using other cardstock, I just used a scrap of the basic gray to do swirlies both behind there and in front of. I also stamped with basic gray this Hello, but then I took that crushed curry marker again and colored it in. I kind of think I maybe should have done that in the pumpkin pie color, because I have that too in the Stampin' Right, which is dye-based markers. The circle, and therefore this, the pumpkin and the leaves, are all up on dimensionals. That's really bothering me. I have like a scratch mark or something on there. It's not sticky, so it's not glue. And then it looked, I had this up high because I think originally I was going to put the hello down here, but then it looked empty up there. So I decided to put it up there and flag it. And I did use Stampin' Up's punch with the flag thingies on. I forget what it's called. And I did use Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels in the pumpkin pie color. Just 3 down here on this basic gray strip. And then 2 up here. Yeah. And that's it. Oh, and then inside, this is the piece of paper that I cut this out of. Right, so I used this paper to cut a circle out of for the front, but then I already had cut a strip down, you know, 4 1/4. So I had, 4 and then 5 1/4. So I had another piece 5 1/4, and I just cut the circle out of there. So the piece in the background here actually has a circle out of it, and I used the crushed curry side of that again. I really like that, and you cannot tell, at least I cannot tell, that there's a cutout behind there. And I just glued it down. So I think that came out really cute. Actually, I was a little nervous about it because I wasn't exactly sure how it was gonna all come together when I first started it with those colors, because I liked the colors. I'm not pumpkin pie, I don't use that often. It's not my favorite. I was actually thinking Cajun Craze, and in fact the Rustic Harvest paper, the pumpkins are Cajun Craze. I wanted to use some of that paper up, so I did. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you want to play along, go back and see what the colors were again. Balmy Blue, Cherry Cobbler, and something. Evening Evergreen. How quickly I forget. And I'll see you again on November 30th for this particular collab. Only 2 more months, and then quite honestly, I'm probably going to stop this one. Doesn't seem to be one of the popular things for people to view. And we'll have to see about the other collabs when we get that far. Alright everyone, thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!